What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Q&A session where today we have lots of awesome Dragon Ball questions to go through. So a quick little plug, guys. I want to thank you all for submitting your questions. If you guys have any other questions of your own to ask me, simply drop your comments down below. I also wanted to ask you guys if you guys wanted to see more than one Q&A video per day because I get lots of questions and there are so many awesome questions that I get from you guys, from the community itself. So I wanted to ask you guys if you guys thought it would be a good idea to post more than just one Q&A video per day. It pertains to Dragon Ball, and I also wanted to say that if your opinion differs from mine during this Q&A session, then let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. If I did not get to your question, that's fine. Keep in mind, guys, I am frequently doing these Q&As, so if you have any sort of question to ask me, let me know down below. And without wasting any time, guys, let's go ahead and begin with our very first question, which is from Lauren. Hey Alex, was hoping to get featured in your next Q&A video, but if I don't, then that's fine. You're still my favorite YouTuber for reasons that you are really down to earth, diverse when it comes to your content, and very nice to people like me and others, so thank you for replying if you see this. Thank you so much. See, like, comments like that really inspire me and motivate me to do more, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But these are my questions. My sister added one too. Okay. Question number 1. If Beerus goes to the future with Gowasu taking the blame, if higher gods find out what Beerus did, then do you think Beerus will fight the Supreme God Fusion or simply watch Goku and his buddies do it from the sideline? Question number 2, my sister's question. Okay, where is Champa? If he owes his brother a favor, how come Beerus is not calling it now? Good question. Question 3, if Goku and Vegeta fuse, would they be able to use the Mafuba Goku learned to further seal the Supreme God away? Thanks, Alex. Well, thank you so much, Lori. Now, to answer your first question, like, that's the thing, right? After watching Dragon Ball Super Episode 62, and again, spoilers, guys, we saw Gowasu talk to Beerus, and Beerus kept telling Gowasu, I can defeat future Zamasu, but I can't break the taboo and I can't break the law of going into the future because, you know, having the title of God of Destruction prevents you from doing so, so he doesn't want to break that taboo. But of course, Gowasu said, you know, I understand what you mean, and maybe we can work our way around this. After all, I was the one that appointed Zamasu as, you know, an apprentice, you know, Kaioshin. So perhaps, maybe, if by some chance we do have Beerus go into the future, it'll really suck just to see him go there and watch. Like, don't you guys think so? Even if he were to go there, I think that he were to go, like, into the future with intents to kill Zamasu, because he wouldn't just be going there to observe Goku and Vegeta and Trunks. Keep in mind, I mean, I don't think Beerus really cares about that too much, so I think that if he were to go, I think that my money is that he would try to kill Zamasu and then watch everyone else try to take down Black. But of course, we do understand, again, spoiler alert, that Zamasu and Black will be fusing for reasons unknown. We don't really know why they're going to fuse, but we do know they are. So I'm pretty sure maybe if Beerus decides to show up and he shows up before the fusion, that might force Zamasu and Black to rethink their strategy and say, alright, well, Beerus has just broken the taboo, we have no other choice but to do what we have to do, and they you know, combine powers and stuff. But I really doubt that Beerus would watch, you know, Goku and Vegeta and Trunks fight from the sideline, because, I mean, although Beerus has been doing that this entire time, he hasn't really been directly involved with anything. It'll really suck to see him, you know, just stand there, because we all want to see something happen with Beerus. But as of right now, I mean, I think that, you know, if the cards are in his favor, I would love to see Beerus step in there and fight the Supreme God. Because if Beerus were to fight the Supreme God, can you imagine how awesome that would be? Here you have the combination of immortality and someone who's able to replicate someone's powers, i.e. Black, combat the powers of the God of Destruction. Like, that would be awesome, because keep in mind, in the future, all the gods are dead, right? So there is no authority figure out there to stand in Zamasu and Black's way. So what an awesome sight that would be to have Beerus be that one to, you know, confront them and say, you know what, you guys did enough damage, now instead of fighting these three chumps, you fight me. So of course, we haven't really seen anyone really push Beerus, aside from Goku in Battle of Gods, but that was like so long ago. You get what I'm saying? So I would love to see Beerus fight the Supreme God. And in retrospect, I think that if he does fight the Supreme God, it'll be a very awesome fight to see, because now more than ever, I think we finally have someone who can literally give, you know, Beerus a definite run for his money, or perhaps even be on par with him. I mean, maybe. Who's to really say yes or no? If the Supreme God's going to be that strong, we don't really know. But using the Potaras and combining your power is just something, you know, out of the ordinary. It's a really unique fusion. You get what I'm saying? Now, to answer your sister's question, where is Champa? Champa is most likely on Earth eating a whole bunch of food, probably getting fatter than ever. Yes, he does owe his brother a favor, and you're asking why isn't Beerus calling it in now? I think for the simple reason that, you know, Beerus doesn't really see the need of getting Champa involved in all this, because Champa right now has no reason to be involved unless, of course, Champa showed up and he said, you know what, hey, so we saw like this, you know, white-haired Mohawk guy run around our universe stealing Dragon Balls. Do you have any info on that? So that would have made more sense than to have someone like Beerus call Champa in and just be like, all right, I'm calling in my favor. Like, that makes no sense if you ask me. So I think it's best that Beerus, you know, strays away from that a little bit, and maybe he calls in the favor, you know, down the line, but not now, because I don't think calling in Champa to do anything would make sense in a way, because why would Beerus even recruit Champa to help him out in the first place? You get what I'm saying? It just does not make any sense. So in terms of Beerus calling in the favor now, I'm glad that he didn't, because it really wouldn't make any sense. Now, to answer your final question, if Goku and Vegeta fuse, would they be able to use the Mafuba technique that Goku learned to seal away the Supreme God? Now, that is a very good question, because let's say, for example, we do have the Supreme God fight everyone separately, right? We can all make the assumption that the Supreme God would win, because thus far we've seen Black and Zamasu handle everyone on their own, right? So imagine if they're like put together. If they're put together, that makes, you know, the problem a whole lot bigger, and now our heroes have no other choice but to use the Mafuba separately, and then if they, you know, fail to seal them away and the Supreme God breaks the seal, then they're fucked. However, can you imagine if Goku and Vegeta fused into Gogeta or Vegito, and the fusion of Gogeta or Vegito uses the Mafuba? Here you have a fusion using the Mafuba, and since the fusion is using the Mafuba, I think that it'll cause the Mafuba to be a lot stronger than having someone do it separately. You get what I'm saying? So I think that if Goku were to use the Mafuba by himself, he would fail. If the fusion of Vegito or Gogeta were to use the Mafuba, I think it'll work, because that kind of power, having a fusion do it, I think would be at a much higher chance of sealing them away, given the fact that you're much stronger in nature, and you have the ability to hold off the seal rather than just doing it separately. However, I think by the end of this, do I want to see them get sealed away? Honestly, it's a double-edged sword, because if they do get sealed away, there's always a chance that maybe someone, you know, down the line can break the seal and they can be released. I mean, I wouldn't want to see Zamasu or Black die, because they're my favorite characters right now. But I think, logically speaking, since Zamasu is immortal, I think the best thing to do is to seal him off, if anything. But I think sealing him off with the fusion would be really cool. So, but anyways, Lauren, I have to say thank you for your questions, and I hope you have a wonderful week, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Taylor. Hey Alex, love your videos. I love your Dragon Ball content. Thank you. Got a few questions, bro. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta versus Whis, who would win? Question number 2, would you rather see fusion or the Mafuba? Question number 3, now we all see Gohan. He got a little bit angry in episode 62. Do you think he will start training again? Question number 4, do you think Beerus is going to go into the future and fight Black? All right, well, to answer your first question, that's very interesting, having, you know, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta fight Whis. I think that Gogeta would be able to kind of, you know, stand up to Whis more than Goku and Vegeta separately. We saw how those two fared up when Whis fought them individually, and Whis was able to, like, you know, mark them and just, you know, beat the crap out of them easily. So I think with Gogeta, they have more of a better chance. However, I think that there's something about Whis that hasn't been really displayed yet, so I'm going to have to go with Whis on this one. However, I'm not doubting, you know, Blue Gogeta. Blue Gogeta would be supremely powerful. However, having to fight someone who doesn't think on their feet, who just allows their body to just, like, move freely, is pretty scary. So, and the way he just, you know, combats, you know, or the way he, you know, Whis has combated Beerus and Whis and Vegeta and Goku when he was training them separately is kind of scary, because we all saw how Whis pretty much was able to toy around with them easily. So in this scenario, I'm gonna have to say Whis, but Whis ain't winning this easy. I'm sorry. Whis would get, you know, kind of not demolished, but he would get his ass kicked. I'm not trying to say that Gogeta would lose easily, but I'm not trying to say that, you know, Whis would win easy either. So now, to answer your second question, I would rather see the fusion technique, because the Mafuba, like, to me at least, I think that if Goku were to try it, I think that Zamasu or Black, or, you know, their fusion, whatever, would easily break the seal and allow them to, you know, get set free. I just think that, in an essence, seeing fusion would not only be fan service, because thus far we've seen lots of fan service happen, but it'll also make sense to have a fusion fight a fusion, and then, you know, since Goku's a part of that fusion also knows the ability now to use the Mafuba in battle. So maybe we can see Gogeta or Vegito use it, because that'll make sense to have a fusion seal away Zamasu rather than just having someone individually do it. So now, to answer your third question, Gohan. Gohan got really angry, yes, but it's not like the guy can do anything. Even if he found out, let's say for example Trunks came to him and he was like, yo man, my timeline's fucked up, everyone's dead. It's not like Gohan would have done anything, right? I mean, Gohan would have stood there, he would have been like, oh shit, well, you know, have you spoken to Father? Like, have you spoken to Piccolo and stuff? Like, I don't see Gohan at this point having any sort of direct involvement, because what can he do? What can Gohan do at this point that's different, that would benefit, you know, the sake of man, that would benefit his people? He can't really do anything. I mean, his power is cut severely. He's been nerfed, and nobody can debate that with me, because he is heavily nerfed. If he were to receive, you know, good and training, like just long, you know, training and whatnot by someone, yeah, I mean, he would able to regain his power and possibly become stronger than ever if he were to take it serious, but however, he did not. So, you know, you're saying that, do we think that he'll start training again? Yeah, I mean, it's possible to see Gohan training again, because why wouldn't Gohan prepare for a situation that can ultimately come knocking on his doorstep if his father ever died or something? So I think that it's best to say that Gohan may start training, because at this point he's been doing nothing but shopping for food and taking care of Pan. And, you know, a lot of us are like kind of ticked off by that, because he, at one point, he was the sole survivor of Dragon Ball Z, and now he's become, you know, this. So I think that he might start training, but he just don't expect him to become like a Super Saiyan Blue or something like that. That's not gonna happen at all. Now, to answer your last question, do I think Beerus is going to go into the future to fight Black? The reason why I say that Beerus is not going to fight Black is because thus far, up until episode 65, we received information and translations that Zamasu and Black are going to fuse, but there is no translation indication to where Beerus arrives. So maybe episode 66, 67, 68, whatever, depending on when you're watching this video, of course, maybe Beerus arrives after they fuse. So if Beerus arrives after they fuse, it wouldn't make sense to, you know, to have Beerus fight Black alone. It'll only make sense for Beerus to fight the, you know, the fusion of Zamasu and Black. So if you're asking me if Beerus is gonna fight the fusion, I think that'll be really cool to see Beerus at least help out. I mean, it's not like he's helping out Goku and Trunks and Vegeta directly. Maybe he's doing it for his own reasons. It doesn't have to be the reason of, oh, okay, I came here to help you because he's the god of destruction. Like, why would he want to help? So I think that his reasons ought to be justified differently than having him just simply show up to help. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, Mr. Taylor, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a great day, bro. Now we're moving on to the next question, which is from Josh. Hey, Alex, I watch your videos all the time, and you really help me understand so much more about the show. Thank you. I would love for these questions to be on your question and answer. All right, question number 1. How come the first time going into the future when Black was about to finish off Goku, why did Zamasu say, I thought I would be the one to kill Goku? He doesn't even know Goku. Shouldn't it be Black's fight? Good question. Question 2, Trunks got his ass kicked every time I watched him fight in Super. Why all of a sudden can he just keep up with Black? Question 3, do you think Zamasu and Black have a good God of Destruction and counterpart since they are now Supreme Kais? So Goku and Vegeta could just kill the God of Destruction to kill both of them. Well, thank you for the questions, by the way. Now, to answer your first question, thus far, when we saw Black about to finish Goku off with the Kamehameha, yeah, Zamasu said, I thought I would be the one to finish Goku off. Either way, they're both Zamasu, but I get what you're trying to say. Future Zamasu wanted Goku for himself. Now, then again, I mean, we can't really say for sure as to why he wanted to kill Goku, and Black was just like, whatever about it. You're right, he doesn't even know Goku at that point because I don't think he's met him. But either way, just hearing about Son Goku, he wanted to be the one to vow revenge and kill the Saiyan off by himself. But either way, like it doesn't really stand out to me as to why or what the difference is between Black and Zamasu, because Black and Zamasu are the exact same person. So to me, it really wouldn't have mattered as to who killed Goku off, because they're both Zamasu at the end of the day. I would have preferred to see Black do it because he just looks different than Zamasu. Zamasu is just like, you know, a rogue. But at this point, it's like, I think that it doesn't really matter. Either way, they both have the same philosophy. They both have the same ideology. So, I mean, maybe it was just like a simple misreading, or maybe they just, you know, wanted to bicker as to who they wanted to kill first. But I don't think it's that important, at least as of right now. So, to answer your second question, you're saying that Trunks got his ass kicked every time he fought in Super. Yes, every single time Trunks fought in Super, for the majority of the time, he got his ass kicked. I hate the people that are just like, oh my god, you're wrong. You know, Trunks, he actually put in, you know, work. Yes, Trunks put in work, but you guys are missing the point here. He didn't kill nobody. He didn't beat nobody. He got his ass kicked. How many times did Trunks fight Black and he got his ass kicked? Now, you're saying all of a sudden he can keep up with Black. Yes and no. In the episode 63 preview, we see that Black is chasing him, but Black isn't like enraged. He's not angry. He's laughing. He's laughing, and he's fighting this, you know, new Super Trunks. He's fighting Trunks, and he's laughing at him. And even during the show, even during episode 62, we saw how Black was, yet again, he was mocking Trunks. He was like, well, what happened? I thought you were supposed to beat me, you know, so this is your power. Like, how sad is this? You know, he was toying with him. He was mocking him. So why all of a sudden can Trunks keep up? Keep in mind, Trunks is a half-breed, so, you know, half-breeds go off of emotion more than, you know, pure-blood Saiyans. So half-breeds also have the potential to, you know, supersede regular Saiyans. So in which case, you know, it'll kind of almost make sense for Trunks to unlock some hidden power, similar to how Gohan had his ultimate power unlocked and whatnot, in a different way, and sort of keep up with Black for the time being. It isn't really stated how strong Black truly is by any feats or measures, but he is incredibly strong, even standing up against Super Saiyan Blue. So why all of a sudden can he keep up with Black? I'm guessing that he's going off of emotion. Trunks is going off of emotion, emotional distress, similar to when Gohan fought Cell after he saw 16 get crushed. You know, stuff like that can really mess you up. So that's what Trunks is going through right now. He sees the distress that's in the air. He feels all of the pain, and he's using that to his advantage. So, and to answer your last question, is there a God of Destruction counterpart? No. It was specifically stated by Black and Zamasu that all of the gods are dead. All of the gods within all the universes in that timeline are dead. The only ones with authority are those two. Now, I don't know if that really counts for the Omni King. I don't really know if that counts for the Daishinkan. But according to those two, since they specifically told Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks that all the gods are dead, then that means that all the gods are dead, and there is no, you know, God of Destruction out there to be their counterpart, especially if those two are put in the powers of position. So, but anyways, Josh, thank you for the questions, bro, and I hope you have a great day, man. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Garrett. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hey, Alex, I hope you answer these questions I have. Question number 1, what would the merged Black and Zamasu look like? Question 2, why won't Goku use Kaioken, just Kaioken times 2? Using times 2 has no effect on him. It only affected him because he used times 10. Question 3, what do you think about Trunks' new form? Is it a new form Goku and Vegeta can achieve? Or is it the peak of Super Saiyan Blue? Question 4, could Gogeta or Vegito beat merged Black and Zamasu? Question 5, when do you think this arc will end? Those are my questions. I hope you answer it. Love your channel. Thank you so much, man. Well, to answer your first question, how are they going to look like? Well, personally for me, I really hope that they don't have green skin. That'll really be like a letdown in a way. I hope that their appearance is different in nature and it's not just like some reskin, rehashed, you know, version of what they used to look like, because that'll really suck. I would really like for them to have like Super Saiyan Goku's hair, except instead of it being rose, it's white. So, you know, this kind of gives us, you know, Super Saiyan white in a way because of, you know, Zamasu's white hair. And their aura can be like a dark purple, blackish kind of thing, white, you know, stuff like that. You know, I would expect them to look really, really unique because, you know, having Zamasu and Black combined, they look very different. So it's like, wow, like how would they look like? You get what I'm saying? So I just hope that it's not reskinned and rehashed, because if it is, that's kind of going to take me off a little bit. So to answer your second question, how come Goku has not used Kaioken times 2? Well, you have to understand, like, even while using Kaioken times 2, when he was doing, you know, regular stuff in his base form or Super Saiyan, that also took a little bit out of him, just a little bit. So imagine using Super Saiyan Blue and Kaioken times 2, that'll still have somewhat of an effect on him, even though it's not going to be as big as times 10, it's still going to drain you out a little bit because you're not entirely sure as to, like, how much is going to take out of you and whatnot. You know, I would love to see him use Kaioken times 10 again with Super Saiyan Blue, although I really doubt that he can do that. Even if he were to do that, keep in mind, Black knows the exact same techniques, so how would anyone know that? Imagine Black using, you know, Kaioken times 10 or whatever, like that'd be scary as hell. But the reason why I don't think he's going to use it is because it just takes too much out of you, and it's not guaranteed a victory if you ask me, at least. Now, to answer your third question, what do I think about Trunks' new form? I like it in a way, but in another way, I just feel as if it's kind of lazy. It's just regular Super Saiyan Trunks with blue aura inside, or at least blue ki inside of his yellow aura. It's like, all right, that's it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was expecting something different. I was expecting him to look a lot more beastly, but he did not. So that kind of like disappointed me in a way. Even though it doesn't really tick me off to like the ends of the earth, it still kind of disappointed me because I expected more out of this character because, you know, just basing how he looked like and basing, you know, like the emotional, you know, distress that he gave off, like I was expecting for him to look very different. But all they pretty much did was take away his pupils and, you know, put blue ki inside of him. Like, that was it. And that was kind of like, you know, a little disappointing if you ask me. Can Goku and Vegeta achieve it? I mean, I don't see why not. I don't think this is the peak of Super Saiyan Blue. But I think at some point we will get a new transformation. It's only a matter of when. Now, to answer your fourth question, can Gogeta or Vegito beat Merge Zamasu? Yes, if the fusion of Black and Zamasu do not have the immortal technique. Now, if the fusion is immortal, given the fact that Zamasu is a part of it, if the fusion of Black and Zamasu is immortal, then no, Gogeta or Vegito cannot beat them because you can't kill an immortal. If you're immortal, you live on forever. So despite how strong Vegito or Gogeta might be, they wouldn't be able to kill them. But if the merged fusion between Black and Zamasu did not have immortality, then I would have to say, could Gogeta or Vegito beat them? Yes, I would have to agree on that. Would it be easy? No. But would it be a fair fight? I think so. Now, to answer your final question, when do I think this arc will end? I think this story is going to end probably somewhere in the 70s, maybe, like episode 70, 71, 72, around there. And then we're going to get like brand new stuff. So thus far, I really think that it might come to an end around there. I might be wrong, but if you guys feel differently, comment down below and let me know, guys. But again, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a great day. And once again, guys, thank you all for watching this edition of the Dragon Ball Q&A. If you guys have any questions of your own, just drop them down below and let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to finger that like button. Let me know what you guys think if your opinions differ. If you have any questions of your own, comment them down below. And also, guys, quick plug, if you guys have not subscribed to my vlogging channel, go on ahead and check it out. It'll be down below. It's called Unreal Vlogs. Just follow me on my journey, guys, and let's just go ahead and have some fun. Thank you all for watching, guys. As always, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Take it easy, guys. Peace.